Another real estate warning sign, another frontline report. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So I'll tell you who's not doing great right now, my friends, the real estate industry. See, there's some things that the data just won't show you. You're going to need a boots on the ground real estate agent that's willing to give you some straight talk, and that's hopefully what you're finding here. Now listen, I've always said I'm helping a lot of you through real estate needs right now. You'll never find the perfect real estate agent. You always want, but you do always want a real estate agent that's in better shape than their clients. And here's where the issue, in fact, lies, my friends. We're going to cut over to some photographic evidence of what's going on that other channels aren't telling you, the data's not telling you. I mean, this is just insane to me. I mean, the writing is clearly on the wall. We have a downturn clearly knocking at the door as half the country's now reversing course with the real estate values. Unfortunately, most people won't be able to wrap their head around this before it's too late. They'll be going down with the ship. It'll be like the Titanic, my friends, if and when this thing goes sideways. And all intents and purposes, it will. There'll be government intervention. There'll be social unrest around this. I mean, when the housing market goes sideways, it's a big, big deal. I think I just watched The Big Short for the umpteenth time. And for me, it's just a fascinating, great movie. But I lived through 2008. I've seen this movie before. And unfortunately, what I've always said since day one of this channel, bigger bubble, bigger blowback. That's potentially what's knocking at the door. Now, I've always told you guys, there's no such thing as the perfect real estate agent. My job's to get you as close as I can. Now, here's the challenge, friends. As realtors, we're salespeople, right? And so how much do you really trust a salesperson? Typically, walls go up instantly with salespeople. And I hope that's why you like this channel and what you found here. And you use me as a measuring stick. I am not going to sugarcoat it. I will not sugarcoat it. But I am a salesman. And there's times where I'm working with clients. And it's kind of hard because, listen, when you're knee deep into a transaction and it goes sideways, it's no fun. You'll try to salvage the sale. For me, I do this because I want to, not because I have to, clearly. But there's a lot of agents out there. Listen, friends, I've reported on this before. We know right now loan applications are at an all-time never seen before low. It's bad out there, right? We know credit card debt is at an all-time high and U.S. savings is at an all-time low. So these are just a few basic warning signs that tells us the health of the consumer. It's getting trickier and trickier. Now, most people are running on fumes. It's going to be really hard for them to buy houses. And like I was about to say, 75% of real estate agents didn't sell a house this year. That's not good, friends. And here's the proof in the pudding. This is insane to me. This is really insane. It's getting desperate out there. Agents are getting desperate, and you never want an agent in worse shape than their clients. That's why you want somebody that's been around for a while, that maybe even has seen a downturn before. Unfortunately, a lot of those agents, in fact, drank the economic stimulus Kool-Aid themselves, thinking that somehow this would go on forever and ever. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again right now. This was all leadership's fault. Not your fault. It's not my fault. I played a hand in this because I was an essential worker pushed out there, but I was also ringing the bell, sounding the alarm, and letting people know this is the biggest artificial bubble ever witnessed in human history. There was no organic growth. And when you overheat the U.S. housing market, the biggest asset class in the world, you are going to have crash risk, my friends. Now what we're seeing is I'm seeing, and I'm going to show you, we're going to cut over here in a second, insanity, right? Insane. We're seeing real estate offices shut down. And listen, I knew this was an issue. I saw during the crisis, real estate offices moving into bigger offices that they didn't even need. There's certain brokerages out there that are all cloud-based brokerages like EXP. I don't even think they have any brick or mortar offices. I go into my own behemoth of an office and it's a skeleton crew in there. We have way more office space than we need. Now, luckily for us, we're the biggest brokerage in the world and we can carry those types of overheads because we want to. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at some point we're going to just see this all go poof and go away. We're on borrowed time, but here's the shocking spot. Here's what's going on now. It's shocking. I'm seeing agents now, instead of posting on social media, right? You've seen these grandstanding agents posting on social media.
I want to congratulate my buyers or sellers for the sale and blah, blah, blah.
Now it's like, hey, if you need an agent, let me know. If you need a referral, let me know. It's not posting their recent sales anymore. It's posting, I need work is basically what you're seeing, but it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. The robocalls, the recruiters, it's not even robocalls. These are live calls I get now. Recruiters. Hi, Scott. And it's just like somebody from a telemarketing center. They have nothing to do with real estate, which is really offensive to me. Scott, this is Julie over at Keller Williams, and our manager wanted me to give you a call to see if you'd be interested in coming over to our... They're fishing for anybody producing sales right now. Recruiters are out there because what's that tell you? If you read between the lines and look between the cracks, agents are dropping out. They're bleeding agents to the point now where they're getting recruiters to call agents to see if they can get them to come over. But it gets better or worse again, depending on how you look at it. Whew. Text messages. Text messages coming in from companies offering to sell you leads. Hey, they're just, it's getting desperate. None of this was happening during the euphoria. None of it was happening. Offices weren't closing, you weren't getting recruiters calling you, and you weren't getting agents on social media peddling themselves the way they were. All this stuff now is stuff that's coming. What's that tell us? Well, I'll tell you what it tells us. Let's cut over to a recent text message and a closed down office. Then we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started.
All right, here we go. Coming to a city near you. Another real estate office pulls the plug and moves out, creating even more empty commercial real estate. And this is a trend now spreading all throughout America as agents are no longer selling at the rates they were selling, meaning real estate offices have no choice but to close their doors. But wait, there's more. Real estate companies now sending text messages out saying they have verified buyers and sellers in your area ready to buy for merely a 20% referral fee. This is a sign of desperation, and we're just getting started scratching the surface. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up.
All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. Just scratching the surface, friends. If we read between the lines, look between the cracks, and my job's transparency, right? That's what you want. You want transparency. You want somebody to give it to you and give it to you straight. Knocking at the door is clearly a real estate downturn, my friends. There's no sugarcoating this one. The only thing I can tell you, this is it, my friends. There's a couple things right now, and this might be your last opportunity, your last window to buy real estate. But we got to look at real estate very carefully indeed. I would say I'm half salesman, half therapist. This is tricky business. But again, I like happy customers or repeat customers. I don't want the call, Scott, our house is upside down. It's not worth what we paid for it. My husband or wife lost their job. We don't know what to do. I don't want that call. I don't want to sell that house and get that call. And a lot of agents will get that call. Unfortunately, they'll be no longer in the business. And even if they are, they won't be able to help. It'll be too late. They're down the road. These are the warning signs when you see text messages coming in for solicitations from companies now bleeding agents. When you see offices now closing down their offices, when you get calls from offices trying to recruit you to come over, this is what's happening. We've hit the tipping point. We're now on the razor's edge. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy that wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Welcome to the swimming pool. It is getting a little bit dicey out there right now. My advice, and I never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself. Insulate yourself. Save your money for a rainy day. Unfortunately, most Americans drank the economic Kool-Aid. Real estate agents and brokerages themselves did the same exact thing. They thought this thing would last forever. Many agents went out there and started spending money like this was going to continue forever, this type of business influx. It's not. It's dying off. Agents are going to start losing their houses just like their customers. They didn't care about you. They didn't put your needs before their own. A lot of them were just purely ignorant. It wasn't necessarily malicious. It's just the way the boom-bust cycle operates. And that's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.